everyone says it that way now is not a defense when it comes to proper English. Language moves forward with clarity and precision, not with ignorance dressed up as evolution. A mishearing, repeating it wrong, and refusing to correct yourself is not progress. It's carelessness. So yes, language evolves, but only when we sharpen it, not when we make it dull.
If you know me, you know I don't align with this way of thinking. Like, language evolves because language evolves. There might be different factors in the environment that influence how a language evolves, like, say, maybe a generative AI or short-form video content, but the language is going to evolve regardless. But still, I think an important follow-up question here, even though I'm pretty sure I know the answer, is what do you mean by sharpness and dullness, right? What do you consider sharp and what do you consider dull? Because oftentimes the things that you might consider to be dull are things that are associated with Black people, like axe instead of ask, or something that might be more regional but gain in popularity, like the punctual whenever, using whenever rather than when. Sometimes it's something associated with women, like maybe the overuse of the word like. Sometimes it's an egg corn, right? A word or phrase that comes about after mishearing another word or phrase. So maybe like for all intensive purposes rather than intense and purposes. And if you think that these things are making the language dull, I have a few things I want to say. First, I would encourage you to look inward and examine why you don't like these things. Is it the language itself that you don't like, or is it the people that you associate with the language that you don't like? I find that oftentimes it's the latter, and there might be things to unpack there. Secondly, a good amount of what we use in English today comes from what you might make fun of and call careless or a mistake or stupid. Like, my favorite example is the word sneeze. Sneeze used to start with an F, but what we think happened is people confuse the F with this long S that people like to write, and eventually phoneson became the sneeze that we know today. So to me, it's clear that these types of things don't hinder language evolution, they are a part of it. And lastly, I think that diversity in language is cool and interesting. It's bright, it's vivid, it's rich, and I think it's a lot more fun to try and understand that diversity rather than try and tear people down for using language slightly differently than you.